It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Items in your DedSec kit.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the Optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new
This is the bug. Hello, resistors. It's bug time. Are you all sitting comfortably? No.
Coming up in today's episode.
We have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact. Not to mention a chap.
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy. Yes! Nice one! You want to get in under my block. Find the weak point. Just like that. Just like that.
Whoa.
Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance. You're getting it. Nice one.
there's only one more skill you need to master. Socialization. The rest of your team has arrived. Why not go and have a chat?
Welcome to the team, mate.
I must say, I'm rather looking forward to the experience. Let's go hunt some baddies.
All right.
Listen, are you sure I belong here? What if recruiting me was a mistake? I don't even know how to be DedSec.
Too late, cuz. We're getting first-hand experience, yeah?
Now that you're all as thick as cyber thieves, Sabine would like to talk to you.
Well done, team. It's good to see the safe house filling up again. The only way we're going to keep London from falling into total oppression is by rebuilding the resistance. We need to recruit, train, build back our arsenal. The people are itching to rise up and take their city back. We just need to show them that DedSec are fighting along with them.
Yeah, look. What we need to do now is clash with the fuckers who is exploiting London.
Albion's turned London into a full-on occupation zone. We're at war, plain and simple.
Meanwhile, Clan Kelly has risen to the top like rotten cream. They need to be brought down.
Fair, but remember that this zero-day hacker group is still out there. They took out DedSec once, and it's a good bet they'll try again. I believe they were responsible for the bombings and framed DedSec. With your help, I plan to get to the bottom of this mystery.
I'd say that's a full docket. Enough talk. Let's unfuck London.
First order of business. The Signals Intelligence Response Service, or SIRS, or the Earl Grey Gestapo, have developed a surveillance technology called AR Reconstruction. It's the bleeding edge of privacy rights violation, and thus it could be very useful in our attempts to find Zero Day.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of...
You're more likely to hurt yourself if you play darts while drunk, but let's be honest, that'll be hilarious.
Warning, guards are on high alert. Pedestrians may be held suspect.
Building a resistance group requires operatives with specialized skills. Technical abilities, firearms handling, and physical training are all valuable. Bare-knuckle boxing rings are a good place to find people who are good at throwing punches, or taking them. By defeating each opponent in an arena, you'll have an opportunity to face its best fighter. Prove your physical superiority, and they may consider joining DedSec. I'm guessing that's some sort of primate society thing.
Hey, I've got my eyes on an Albion guard. You think any of them are like actually good people? Like, what are the odds?
Right, control to all units. Possible hostile. Clear you all over.
location. Control, we've received the call, over.
Target just went through a checkpoint, over. Control, we have a crime scene at my location.
Received. We have an armed target, over.
And manipulated, and what we haven't looked at is
We're mobilizing the suspect.
Profit that lies behind this. For example, if we examine what actually happened, there's a company that's really very interested in selling passports and making it
all units, we are after the suspect.
Visas for investment and so on. And
Control, I can't see the
throughout the world,
suspect.
they've been
Please
working
advise.
with this big data manipulation company in order to overthrow governments, and then suddenly all the chickens.
Return to HQ. This is pointless.
Receipts for what was paid for. Nobody could figure out how things were done, but everybody had a feeling that something really stunk, and they couldn't figure it out. And yet, it was standing there in their face the whole time. So there's a couple of different ways that we got where it is that we are. One, we have a lot of smaller stations, smaller power groups, companies as well, who are bending things just a little, will compromise a little bit, will bend the rules a little bit, and try to achieve what it is that we hope to achieve that's good for us. And if you add all...
If you're feeling out of your depth or like you could use a breather, you can always call on your new teammates to step in. It's your call.
That's the advantage of working together instead of alone.
You look like you could stand up and fight for these streets.
Funny, I was about to say the same thing. I'm looking for someone who can get to difficult places. Is that you?
What, you planning to do some B&E?
There's a file at these coordinates. Get your hands on it. We'll talk more then.
The demands of being a DedSec operative are all-consuming, so taking app gigs is a good way to make some extra quid that works around your new schedule. Lots of people will pay well to have their sensitive packages handled with care, and some will even pay you for deliveries. Ha ha! Mind yourself, you don't want the authorities catching you. With that,
I'm in pursuit of the target. We are inbound. Stand by. Control, I've lost the target.
are on the trail.
Control, we are unsighted of suspects. Over.
I'm terminating the search. Fall back. Over.
So, everyone out. No exception. Alice, not even you. It's for the good of the country. Everyone out. Unless you can prove that your family are in the background on the Bayeux Tapestry, cheering on King Harold at the Battle of Hastings in 1066. Get out! Actually, that's not British enough. Unless you can show, unarguably, that your direct bloodline is untainted by anything since before the Romans. Actually, scratch that. Unless your direct ancestor was personally responsible for building Stonehenge. Get out of my country.
Finally out of my hands.
The best way to stop immigration, apart from obviously the end of the world. To make the places you want to stop people coming to as unpleasant as possible. So
we absolutely are doing that, Andy.
Well, you know, fair play.
What?
Suspects reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile.
Received. Let's keep this by the book. Over.
Negative. No sign of suspect. Over.
Received. Returning to HQ. Over. I'm not saying it was arson. I'm just saying, you know. It was a, you know what I mean? It's like, well, it's something else is what it is.
Listen here. I'm going to tell you something, and it's between you and me. Completely off the record, yeah? The whole thing's quite disturbing to me. They've got good reason to close off parts of the building, but at the end of the day, it's a load of bollocks. This place is a treasured part of London's history, of its culture. Great, powerful men have ruled over this fortress. The citizens of London have an obligation to it. You can't keep people out. They must visit it, breathe in its very essence, so that...
Seems that manky little nerd was the one who kept diverting relief supplies away from the borough to keep everyone in line for Albion. These days you can do a lot more evil with a spreadsheet than a drone fleet.
Fucking great.
Suspect is still here.
Mout! I only want to speak with you.
Standard quadrant search. Go.
Shit! I'll check in with Central.
subject retrieval.
Join the elite team serving London. Albion is recruiting today.
Under control. Over. Move along, move along.
Join the elite team serving London. Albion is recruiting today.
Degenerates! Area is... You want to fight?
Join the elite team serving London. Albion is recruiting today.
10-4, suspect has been dealt with.
I haven't got time for this nonsense.
Yeah,
Ever had a plasma space?
What, she thinks she's better than me or something?
She's a shady character, that's for sure. Her network...
Finish, right. Yes, it's in the kitchen on the right-hand side.
You're listening to The Bar.
Did you think the Prime Minister will ever come back?
I don't think we've ever had a Prime Minister.
Well, that's a much more reassuring way of looking at things. What have we become? Alice, when you look at the state of our politics, we're supposed to have the mother of parliaments. Well, this is one mother that has emphatically abandoned her kids in the woods to be brought up by wolves. And let me tell you, that never works out like it does in the stories. Wolves are bad parents, unless you're a wolf, in which case they can do a job bringing you up as a wolf. Do not give your children to wolves. Do we actually own anything as a country now? Is there anything we haven't flogged off for profit? Oh, I think we've basically just become a homeopathic Britain. Diluted and diluted until there's barely a trace of the original Britain left. But some quackish lunatics insist it actually works better that way. It's total bullshit. Is there anything left? New on the bug this week, a new feature, the Bug Off feature. The person who has most irritated us in Britain this week, we're going to tell to bug off, and to get things going, I'm going to nominate Big Nigel. Nigel Cass. Look, this is Britain. History tells us this place is a bastion of freedom. I'm just not sure that that kind of freedom should involve Big Nigel expressing his freedom to run a private army. I guess historically there is a precedent, the East India Company. That was a trade.
You found the spot.
Definitely not sticking around here.
All units. Possible suspect or suspects reported near your location.
Approaching with caution, over.
We're not far off from having our shoes. Folks used to be able to get raised
There's our suspect.
Time to pick up where your teammate left off. I'm sure they'll thank you once they stop eating. through a tube.
Bastards. Bagley, make a note of the little shit responsible. For later.
You found the spot. Look at that. She hasn't been exploiting vulnerabilities at all. She's been patching them. Looks like our hacker is a grey hat.
Keep talking.
She's been particularly focused on exploits around the organ transfer list. Anyone who got their hands on these exploits will have a lot of control over that waiting list.
Now, that sounds like something DedSec should sink its teeth into. Bagley?
Standing by with
Seems your mate took quite a bashing and has wound up in hospital. They won't be available for some time. If you're feeling clever, you might consider recruiting a paramedic to the team. It's a brilliant way to shorten that hospital stay and get your teammate back online.
Shit.
Bloody hell, what is going on here?
Whoa, just turn it down.
You seem nervous, hiding something.
Mimic, I swear. I'm just out here for...
You brute!
Fuck.
Seriously, no, hold on. Sure. Yeah, I guess. No, listen.
Oi, come here, I want to work. Sweet. Yeah, I'll be there in a second. That's a little cheeky, I like that.
Been there. What? Yeah. What can't tell this right now.
Suspected members of DedSec will be detained.
Compliance is mandatory. Disobedience will be met with force.
What the blazes? This nutter thinks they're a beekeeper. How about that? You look like the rebellious sort. Are you interested in fighting the good fight?
You're with DedSec? Would you help me destroy my magnum opus, please?
Pardon me?
Well, I worked in a pharmaceutical lab until my supervisor sold my research to Albion and fired me. I've heard they're running top-secret tests in their own military lab now. God knows what file business they're getting up to. Could you destroy my old files? I'll tell you everything I know.
All right. My friends and I will see what's what.
Thank you very much. I never forget a favor. Help me and I'll help you however I can.
usual time and place this month. Definitely not. And definitely do not tell anyone not to come to it. It's definitely not happening. Usual time and place. Bye-bye.
From Robert Peel's Bobbies to our first radio car. We've been here to serve this city. But our times might have changed.
In this episode, we're talking about CTOS 3.0, the city operating system that's now powering all of London. For those of you who need reminding,
Sorry, I got a meeting to catch.
every time it's been rolled out, it's been
What's his story, Bags?
He's got substantial gambling debts, well above the median amount that people are killed for. Oh, and he's also refusing offers of financial assistance from a well-off friend.
A gambling addict passing up free money? Must be mad. Or that's not the real story.
Look at you keeping up. Maybe this friend can help explain our prospect's unusual behavior.
Solid idea. Bagley, get us an appointment, would you?
Detailed maps and data that it has on London really makes Bloom be able to take control of it, and CTOS can take control of your car if you're parked incorrectly. It's no surprise that it was made mandatory to have a self-driving car.
The system is so bad though, it's so annoying. Whenever I try to use one of the shareable self-driving cars, I always find myself stuck in traffic jams or roadblocks. Not to mention the accidents. I've heard so many stories of cars shunting into the back of others. I think they're worse than human drivers sometimes. The technology was meant to make things better, but Bloom has made it so bad.
I do hope you know what you're doing. That package is going to attract quite a lot of attention.
The moment, at least. And don't even get me started
Suspect
on the
reported
data.
in your area,
Everything
potentially
that Bloom
armed and hostile.
sees from your movements around the city and the cell. Every card is collected and feeds back into its big information control system.
Oh, not you and Bloom and privacy again. You're a broken record.
Not as broken as our city's cars.
Market dips, shares roller coasters,
Following
cryptocurrency.
the suspect.
Cuss, I got you.
That's it. Using lethal force.
Citizens own the power.
Pursuing the target. Over.
Oh, bugger.
Welcome back to Beats Road. Today we're talking about cryptocurrency.
Any sign of the target?
Crypto now seems
Anyone?
like it's been around forever, but it's really quite a new invention. Were you an early adopter?
I was one of the first that was in this market. There seemed to be...
Come on, come on, come on.
It's something that we could completely reinvent and change some of the legacy financial systems around the world.
Suspect
and really
cleared the
give power
checkpoint.
back to the people.
Yeah, it was a real shift in the way that the world works.
I need this in one piece.
So central to cryptocurrency is the distributed ledger technology, the tech that keeps track of all transactions.
Control,
And what this
we're
means is
pursuing the
you can
suspect.
have a decentralized system that can control
Right, close this fucker down.
like old technology.
Wham bam. Signed, sealed, delivered.
Hearing in person.
Dead section. Their rock.
Disturbing.
Jesus.
That's it. I'm ending this. I'm taking you down.
We're on their tail. Over.
Taking cover!
Somebody help that up. Over.
What? Imagine how you look right now. Run to cover!
Control, we are pursuing the suspect. Over.
Received. Calling back up to my location. Over.
Drones have been deployed to apprehend the suspect.
There's our target. Over.
Don't bother hiding.
Officer down. Officer down.
I'm putting an end to this. Over. In pursuit. I repeat, we are in pursuit.
Getting behind cover!
There's our suspect. Over.
I'm taking fire! Everyone, down! Shots fired! Shots fired! Fucking war zone! Steady yourself. Shit, 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 shit!
Control, we have a visual on the suspect.
Any other patrols have eyes on the suspect, over? Returning to HQ. Search terminated.